I got the impression that some individuals have been trying to scam foreigners into believing that they can facilitate processing with the Bureau of Immigration, etc. Could you elaborate on this recent scheme and what our foreign guests and friends should have in mind?
Actually, Sir Chica, so many scams going around these days, but most especially this one that involves pseudo liaison officers. Because in the bureau we have accredited travel agencies that can process in behalf of foreign nationals and other clients to transact their businesses with the bureau. So there was this instance. That these pseudo liaison officers would pretend would incite OFWs to work abroad with their help, and then there was also one time when a foreign national received a document from the bureau Dao, but not really from the bureau, and telling him to visit the Bureau of Immigration office. But when we saw the document, it was actually funny because he was being summoned on a Saturday. We don't have work on a Saturday, and
Mhm.
it was just on plain paper. So there were so many red flags with the document. So it goes to show that these individuals really take advantage of people despite the pandemic and try to dupe people into paying huge amounts to facilitate their processes. But when their victims uh, pay them, they suddenly disappear. For summons, they can always have it verified through our National Operations Center. So
What are the basis for issuing a summon to a foreign national, Miss Dana?
usually, sir, it's for deportation cases. So if there's a deportation case filed against a foreign national and he's being asked to respond or add information about this case, then a someone will be sent to him asking him to come to the bureau or submit documentation pertaining to his case. So what foreign nationals should look for is the mission order. So it's a signed document signed by the commissioner stating that you, a foreign national, you have a case with the bureau. You are being arrested for this
Mhm.
and that. So it's a written document. It's signed by the commissioner. So that is what they should look for.
What are your suggestions, Dana? Because let's say, okay, first of all, foreigners who need to, I suppose, renew papers or file papers with the Bureau of Immigration, are they still required to go in person, or are they advised to go in person, or is there a website that they should first go to and then wait for instructions from that website, for instance?
Well, they have options, Sir Chito. If they want to go there in person, and there are certain transactions that they have to go to the bureau in person, like getting your biometrics done. So they have to go to the online appointment system. So through our website, there's a button there on the left side, the lower left, where they can set their appointment with the bureau. But if they are going through an accredited travel agency, they should also check the website. We have a lister of all the accredited agencies of the bureau that can process the documents on their behalf.
How are things at our counters? Because I know that there's going to be a wave of arrivals. How are you folks preparing for this?
The foreign arrivals recently is not too high. So
Mhm.
actually, from 2020 to 2021, there was a 72% drop in the total number of arrivals in the
Wow.
country. So for this year, we are expecting things to pick up a little bit during the holiday season because balikbayan,
Yeah.
OFWs, of course, would be coming home. But we're still not seeing pre-pandemic figures. But in any case, we have already added more people in our counters. We have recently hired, I think, 100 immigration officers, and
Mhm.
coming up soon is another batch of 195 immigration officers to make sure that our counters are fully manned during the peak season. And we are relaunching the use of our e-gates, which was temporarily stopped because there was a fear of contamination or
Mhm.
spreading of COVID-19 when you use it. But now we have instituted disinfection measures to make sure that it prevents the spread of COVID-19, and at the same time really helps make the process of arriving passengers faster for everyone.